Hello and welcome back to Cosmo Newbie. I'm Christine, cosmetology instructor and hairdresser of over 30 years. Tonight we're going to talk about mannequins. Mannequins are going to be a great part of your life from this point forward. Continuing education is crucial, and you can't have continuing education without models. So with our mannequins, we're going to talk about what is available, where you can get it, what great uses are for your mannequins, and we're going to start with synthetic mannequins. So the synthetic mannequins that you see here on my table are pretty old. You can see they're getting a little bit frizzy and crazy. This was a bridal project. If you did this, you know who you are. We still left it up because it was so perfect. And then this is a multicolored mannequin. Both of these are cheapo eBay mannequins. They are synthetic hair. So what does synthetic hair exactly mean? That means rooted into this mannequin head are tiny strands of multicolored plastic. And you can see where she's been braided very beautifully. It's time to take her down and do it again. I actually have two of these mannequins. I bought these probably 6 years ago. They've had a great life. I've had many students braid her and do updos with her over and over and over again. They've really lasted a long time. They're a good investment for the right purposes. If you want to practice braiding, a synthetic mannequin is perfect for your needs. If you want to practice updos, synthetic mannequins are perfect for your needs. If you have something that you need to put heat on, synthetic is probably not your girl. Now, there are mannequins that say high heat. Always test your tool on an inconspicuous place. You don't want to melt her hair off right in her front hairline. But you can't color a synthetic mannequin with human or color meant for human hair. So when you have color, permanent oxidative color, aniline derivative tint, it is meant to react with human hair, a cuticle, cortex, and medulla. These girls do not have that. This is strands of plastic. Color will not color these girls. Direct dye may or may not stain them. If you buy tubes of direct dye and you think you're going to do this fantasy color on these girls, you're going to waste a whole lot of your hard-earned money. It's not going to work on them. They cannot be oxidative. It's not hair. I know it looks like hair, but it's strands of plastic. Can you shampoo set them? You actually can shampoo set them. If you're lucky enough to have wig dryers like we do at our school, you can actually put them in wig dryers. Now I want to caution you. If you overheat this girl, the hair can melt. If you roll them on rollers and put them in heat, the synthetic or plastic hair can melt into the shape of the roller, and your very straight mannequin may turn out to be pretty curly based on what you put in her hair. They're a little stiffer than human hair is. They're a little straighter because they are plastic. But they're a great, cheap alternative to learn how to braid. And they're pretty when they're braided. Like I said, these are a little fuzzy. It's time for a new hairstyle. But because the price is so reasonable, if you're studying braiding, if you want to braid hair into them when you're practicing for your braiding, these are great choices. The next level of mannequin we're going to talk about are Amazon. Now, I just bought these. These came from Amazon. They said human hair. I do believe they're human hair. I did test them with a flat iron. It did not damage the hair. They were $39.99. They came with a clamp, so you have somewhere to put them so that you can work with them. They have a medium amount of hair, and they're a pretty decent length, if you can see. I would caution maybe test strand color on them. This mannequin specifically is very, very dark. I don't have any way of knowing if this is deposit color or not. If you are in cosmetology school and you're working in hair color, you'll know if this is deposit color, then lightening this mannequin or lifting the color out may prove to be challenging. I'm going to advise you to do the same thing that I did with the other mannequin. Go in and try your color, try your bleach, see how they react. They do say human hair. I have not tried to chemically treat these mannequins yet. But if they are indeed 100% human hair, and they are not treated with something that may make them melt, and we don't know because they were $39, that's kind of a low-end price for a mannequin. Can you relax them? Can you permanent wave them? Maybe. No guarantees. I haven't tried it myself. What I will recommend for $39.99, they'd be a great mannequin to do haircuts on. They'd be a great mannequin to shampoo set, to try out your hot tools, your hot rollers, your wands, your flat irons. Should not damage these. And like I said, I did test a little piece on here. So for $39.99, you can get lots and lots of styling. You can get lots of haircuts out of these mannequins. And I think for $39.99, that's a really good price. And I keep my little heads, once we shave them all the way down, I keep them for wigs. If you're a wig person or you do cosplay, they make a great free wig stump, and they're prettier than a styrofoam head. So I do like these. I like the way they feel. They've got a good amount of hair. Amazon, Jeff Bezos will send you something right on in mail. So then the last mannequins I have this mannequin, and this is a Sally grade mannequin. She's had a haircut. Usually her hair is probably just below the white band. I think they run maybe $45 to $55. You can buy them. They have a really good medium amount of hair. They're great to cut hair on. They are human hair. So that means anything that works on human hair will work on her hair. I like these mannequins because they're not incredibly dark, meaning they're going to highlight a little better. They're going to balayage a little bit better if you want to go in and highlight and tone and play with different newer techniques. This is a good mannequin for you to use, and she's not ridiculously expensive, and she's got a pretty face. So they make really good wig stumps too, because once she's shaved with your clipper cuts, you have a great wig stump. These mannequins, we have used these for several years. I really like them. They're a little softer grade. I think they're a little easier to blow dry. This mannequin is a hair art mannequin. Now, if you've ever heard of hair art, you can see it says hair art right here. Hair art sells very nice mannequins. They have a budget-friendly mannequin. They have mid-grade. They have pretty pricey competition mannequins. If you are someone that is going to compete, you're going to want that super nice mannequin. The competition mannequins tend to be a little longer with a little more hair. With mannequins, the lighter in color the hair is, the more expensive it is. So the hair art mannequin, this is probably a maybe $60, $65 mannequin. She's got a pretty good length of hair, as you can see. They have a very nice face structure. They just sit a little better. I do like hair art. They actually have mannequins. They're children. So if you want to practice on children's cuts, they have little children. And they even have a mini series. And the mini series almost look like anime characters. So they're super cute if you want something just to play with or have fun with. Now, these are also human hair. So you can use your bleaches. You can use your hair colors. You can use your direct dyes. You can permanent wave them. You can put keratin on them. You can relax them. They are a higher grade of mannequin. They've got a little more hair. They're nice and long. If you want to practice your braiding on them, they've got a little more length. You can add hair extensions to them. They're a great all-around mannequin. And I do love hair art. I think they're a great quality as well, and it's got a nice grade of hair. So there's one more type of mannequin that I would like to talk to you about. And it's a mannequin that I actually do not own, and I'm going to try to get one just so I can play with it for my own personal uses. But when you're shopping for mannequins, it can be very confusing. And sometimes you'll see a mannequin that the price is really, really good. And it says protein blend. So what is protein blend? Protein blend are primarily used for cutting. They are a blend of human hair and animal hair. That animal hair may be yak. It may be horsehair. So what keeps you from doing chemicals on this mannequin's hair? They're protein blend. The thing about protein blend is you're not using 100% human hair. Our chemicals in the industry are based on a cuticle cortex and medulla, human hair. Human hair is distinctive to our chemicals. We don't have any idea if you are trying to permanent wave, if you're trying to bleach, if you're trying to use aniline derivative tints or direct dyes or keratins. We don't know what those products meant for human hair are going to do on animal hair. Now, you certainly can get one and do some little tests and test strands and play with it and see what happens. It may melt off or catch on fire. It's not catch on fire, but it is probably not going to react like your human hair is going to. I don't want you to go out and waste your money. I don't want you to buy a protein blend and try to use a lot of expensive color on it. It's probably not going to work. But if you're going to get a protein blend and you're going to use her for breeding, if you're going to use her for cutting, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of times they'll call them protein blend cutting mannequins, which to me is very telling. They're made to cut. So I hope this helps you decide what kind of mannequin that you want. If you're doing a lot of braiding and you're just practicing, there is nothing wrong with getting a beautiful, long, synthetic mannequin. A lot of the synthetic mannequins have very long hair and they can do some beautiful braiding. You can do the little pull-outs. They're very popular today. So that concludes our mannequin coverage for the night. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Please join our Facebook at 𝐷𝐿, and hopefully we'll be bringing you some more fun videos that'll help clear up some misconceptions. Have a great, blessed evening. Thanks for stopping by.